Hello everyone and welcome back to Nerds Fail Me. My name is Chris Kenner and we are carrying on with No Man's Sky today. I need to create a terrain manipulator before we can continue. So this is my multi-tool. This is the little gun that you'll have seen me using. So I need to install this technology, which will require 2 carbon nanotubes and dihydrogen jelly. So I can create those things, but I have not got them in my inventory. I've got the dihydrogen for them apparently. So let's craft that. And let's create the carbon nanotubes. And what's the button to craft another? E. There we go. So, you know, that was quick. Luckily I had all that on me. So let's fix these components. I say fix, it's not like they were broken, they just weren't there in the first place. But I now have the terrain manipulator, and this is the Minecraft element that sometimes gets mentioned. Oh, I think that's that exploding plant. So, I've scan all the things. I think I've scanned all the things. So, you can see amongst these various symbols, I'm not going to go chasing after knowledge stones unless they're incredibly close by. Here, these are the nodes that I'm looking for, but not necessarily cobalt. I am after copper. Are those really, really close? No. It's making noise, it's highlighting everything. Nope. This is flora. Copper! There we go. And there's a knowledge stone along the way even. So if I hold E to... That's the wrong key. There we go. Now I can see it in here. And we can actually head over there and gather some of the copper. There we go, look, you can see the copper deposit behind that rock. It looks almost like gold. I can hear creatures. Okay. Things are exploding. And there are animals around. Yeah, let's get away from these. So, slide down the hill. A little surfing move there. And let's swap to the terrain manipulator again. Now the terrain manipulator, unlike the mining beam, won't do any damage if I shoot those guys. However, it will... which mode am I in? Okay, that's place mode. So this will build terrain. Look, I made a lump. And I can build on top of that. And make a bigger lump. And this is the... I can sculpt out of the landscape. And if... Does it T to change size? How do I make it smaller? Ooh. Okay, I don't know how to shrink that. But that's not what I want. Anyway, I want the mining mode because I am going to dig out this copper. Give it to me! I need about 80 of it because I'm going to refine it into chromatic metal, and that will be used to create my base computer, which we will get into in a little bit. Now, there's sort of a challenge with this to move your cursor as efficiently as you can, because it will use up the fuel in the top right on mining pretty much anything, be that actual copper or just the raw ground that you see around you. It will consume that fuel, but I only really care about the copper. The raw ground doesn't give me anything of any use, so I want to be very efficient with how I'm moving this without just doing little sort of individual shots like that, which you can do, but takes a lot longer, and especially if you're in somewhere where the environment is hazardous to your health, not really what you want to be doing. I think that's most of it. Let's just get some off of this wall. So we're stood on it. I think pretty much got it all. Okay, so how much of that did I get? Copper, 325, that's excellent, and whatever that is. Got tetracoat, got all sorts of things knocking around in this inventory. Okay, so now that I've got that sorted, I need to head back to my ship. Which direction? There. There's my ship. grab some of that as I walk past, and oop, that creature is following me. Go away. Yeah, I know. I don't wanna, but you make me. You made me do this. I'm sorry. Can I scan you? Okay, so that's a thing. But yeah, you were being aggressive and you attacked me. And I had no choice but to defend myself. Okay, so we're back at the ship. And you can see, now that it's gotten to night time, my life support has that extra bar above it because it is having to... my suit is having to fend off the cold. So the sodium that I just gathered there will actually help with that. I can use that to fuel my suit. So, I need to place back down my portable refiner. Let's pop some fuel in it. Just stick some carbon in. And I need to put in copper. There we go. And I want to... how do I... What's the best way of actually changing the quantity? That's going to take ages to click down like this. There's probably a better way to do it, but for now, let's just get it to there. And E to begin. So that will process. That will be processed into the material that I need, and I can progress from there. Yes, I know computer. I'm getting cold. To be honest, with the rate at which day turns to night, I may well be able to survive the whole day through into the night. Oh, I have the pure ferrite that would go to repair this now. What's in here? I get... nothing, apparently. That's very unsporting. Oh, come on, game. Seriously? Okay. Maybe I did get something and I just didn't see it. What's in my inventory now? Mordite feline liver. Ooh. I can eat it. Ugh. That's a bit grim. Alright. Okay, apparently that's how this is played. So, let's just pop that into my inventory, get that back, and pick up my portable refiner. Get all my carbon back. Or at least most of it. So, I need a suitable site for the base computer, which is built with this chromatic metal. Now, this base computer I can put anywhere, but I don't really want to go on this planet because it looks a bit... like, it's interesting, it's an interesting environment. It doesn't look very welcoming, is what I'm getting at. So, I'm actually going to just make sure that my equipment is fully charged. Can I charge the pulse engine? I haven't charged my launch thrusters. What do I need to charge the launch thrusters? Starship launch fuel. Okay, how do I make that? I think we've been over this before. Craft product. Starship launch fuel requires metal plating. Craft some metal plating. And what else do you need? More dihydrogen than I have in my inventory. Okay. Well, luckily there's some dihydrogen right here. And there we go. That should be plenty for a little while. Back to the ship. So I don't want to accidentally leave myself with no fuel. So let's use that. And that's got me to full. Okay. If I'd known that was going to do that, I would have actually held off. Okay, not much could be done now. No, I don't want to get out. Get in. Get away from the horrible exploding plants. Let's get off this terrible place. Oh look, there's some water down there. There are aquatic sections to these worlds. I'm not going to go and explore it now because I want to return to space. Up we go. Okay, so slow myself right down. So there's the planet that I was on. If I press C now to scan it while I'm looking at it, you can see some details about it, some of the resources that are there and what it's like. And it says there it's a desolate planet. I'm just going to have to go like so, very briefly, to get away from the planet. That that should be far enough. Let's have a look at some of the other planets in this system, because some of these might be a little more welcoming. So what's this one like? A sub-zero planet with frost crystals and high sentinel activity. Nope. Do not want to deal with sentinels, thank you very much if I can help it. What about you? You are a humid planet with star bulbs. That seems very welcoming. A little bit rainy, perhaps, but humid. Interesting. What about you? That is a frostbound planet, so it's another freezing cold one. And there seems to be another planet on the other side of this one, which I'm not going to be able to see. And somewhere... there is a tiny dark spot in space there. That is actually somewhere I want to go. But not just yet. We're not there just yet. I want to go to that planet. So let's go to the human planet. While I'm flying, I'm just going to recharge my pulse engines using some of that tritium. And we will get there in just a moment. And we're here. Okay. So hopefully this looks a bit more welcoming than the desolate planet that we were on when we started this episode. Ooh, pull up. Ooh. Okay. Yes, this is a bit more welcoming. You just saw there's a stone there, there's some bits of spiky rock, but some relatively nice looking trees. So, we are looking for a open space on this planet to set up our base. Preferably not too close to water, but not a million miles away either, in a reasonably flat area of land. So, let's head over in this direction. I want the space to be somewhat uncluttered by greenery, but have some trees nearby. I wonder if this is the spot that I want. There's a few rocks on here, but let's try it. Let's set her down and hop out. Okay. So, low security sentinels, copious flora and average fauna. Temperate weather. Not a bad place. So, I saw one of those stones nearby. There it is, knowledge stone. There's a few, actually. But this looks like a very nice place. What do you like? Got wings, weird. It's like a winged cow. You are friendly. Excellent. I don't want hostile creatures like there were in the last place. So, this rock is kind of in the way. Let's make sure we know what it is first. Because if you scan these, can you see it says it has a secondary element on the left there, which is paraffinium. Not necessarily useful to me right now, but may well be useful to me in the future. So let's just destroy this rock. Scan this plant for the same reason. So we've got 8 paraffinium there. So this just gives me carbon. That is fine. Carbon is good. Carbon is wonderful. And it seems there's a different plant here as well. What are you? Carbon plus mordite. Also nice. And okay, this patch is now a bit clearer. Get those. What about this? Yeah, I've scanned that. Good. I just want to clear some space because I'm going to need it. Okay, about here we are good. Let us put down our base computer. There we go. So if you recall, this design for a base computer should also contain some messages that we were searching for. Searching cartographic archives. Universal Archive search reveals no prior claims on this site. Sonar tests confirm site is suitable for construction. Claim site. Yes, I want to claim this base. And this space is now claimed as my base. It doesn't look like much now, but we can build it up into so much more. But first, we need to take a look at what data is inside the base computer. Accessing log from previous user. Entry follows. Storm sweeping across, but construction supplies low. Depositing shelter plans while need to back soon. It's these broken messages. So curious to know what happened to this individual. Okay, so I now have the construction plans for a wooden wall. And for a lot of other stuff. Okay, so construct base as a shelter from harsh environment. Expand by any new construction blueprint. Return to your base to store and process items as you explore. Okay, so that... Okay, so as part of our objective we need to establish and construct a base. And very frustratingly, I cannot build the base floor underneath. Or can I? I can build it underneath the computer. That would be excellent.
Nope.
What do you mean object too close? Oh, I see, it was in my feet. So no, I can't build it under the computer. Let me try and be very cunning here. No, look, you can see the point at which it would sit. And it's just refusing to allow it. But you can see how these squares on the floor tessellate together quite neatly. Okay. I need to build wooden walls now. Let's see. Wooden frame, wooden wall. Let's actually put it on this side and one there. Oh! Okay, a superheated rainstorm. That's no problem. Let's just place a door frame there. And I don't have any more carbon. Okay, let's navigate out of this. So where's that rainstorm that we were expecting, apparently? I don't see anything. Okay, maybe we're going to be fine. I need more carbon, though, because I do not have enough. Oh, no, there it is. One superheated rainstorm landing on my head. So, you can see now it's got the little storm thing next to my... Oh god, I can barely see. Okay. Ooh, an unidentified plant. I would like to identify the unidentified plant, please. Yay! So you can see that my hazard protection is actually going down quite quickly now. But if I get enough carbon together and get back to here, get inside, I can start building not a wall. I want just floor panels. Let's just put floor panels up here. And there we go. So if I hop under here, there we go. This is a safe place. It's a safe space for me. Do I have enough carbon for more of these? Yes. I'm just going to build over the top. There's just not going to be a floor panel there. We'll just build around it. Ah! Okay, so maybe we got a bit too close to the edge there. Oh, and I'm out of carbon. Okay, well, let's... Okay, so talking to the base computer is actually in the horrible weather. Okay, let's just read what it says. Additional archives recovered. Entry follows. Construction largely a success. Recovered salvage data from nearby something. Plans logged. Scans indicate additional subterranean devices. Beginning search. Whoever recorded these logs evidently had some success. I have access to their plans and perhaps I can learn from their efforts. So I can now build the blueprint research device. I don't know what was going on with my camera there. Okay, so it's still as part of Awakenings. So I need pure ferrite. I need to deploy my portable refiner. I also need more carbon. I don't have enough to build a more homely base. So let's fix that. Let's get back to my very basic little wooden hut. It's worth noting I can reclaim sections of this base to suit me. So, ooh, very nearly placed that wall in the wrong place. Let's put you there and you there. And I'm going to place this one there. Oh, I've run out of carbon already? Oh god, okay. Well, let's at least get the ceiling in. I've run out of carbon again. I really thought I'd gotten enough. You. Give me your carbon. And this is why I wanted to make sure that there were at least some sort of foresty looking bits nearby, although it's a lot further now that I'm on the ground. Okay. No pressure. It's fine. We've got this. This is fine. We are fine. We are aggressively fine, as we say. There's a bit more carbon, but it's coming in such small bits, and getting Mordite as well, which I don't really care for. I've not got a use for it at this stage. But we've got some of it. Let's... that's the wrong button, Chris. Let's get the last of the floor panels in over there. It's important to be very careful with the... ships! Guys! Guys, wait! No, come... okay. Fine. Screw you. Don't need you. That's how you're going to be. I'm going to put another door there. And more walls there. And in... and I've used up all my carbon again. Okay, we'll be back when I've actually got enough. Okay, so I went and I got a lot more carbon. So, this better be enough now, because I don't want to have to keep going and searching for it. There. So you can see on the right there in that little tooltip, available to build 6. So it does tell me how many I could build. I've been trying to rush this, and that has been what has gotten in the way. So I'm going to actually plonk down my portable refiner outside, and we will go from there. So I am looking for tech, portable refiner. So I need pure ferrite. I think I used some of it up earlier. So there's my ferrite dust, and I'm going to... yeah, let's just do the whole lot. There's no point hanging on to it. While that's going, I'm just going to go and grab more ferrite dust. Here we go, there's some rocks here. So let's just grab these so that I have more of a supply. Ah! What are you? Huh. Meaty chunks. Okay. So, be careful with those rocks, because sometimes they can jump out at you. That's a new experience. Huh. How much else that I've mined could have done that, I wonder? Well, my pure ferrite is done now. I need to manage my inventory a bit. Let's stand close to my ship so that I can swap stuff around. So what have I got next? Let's put you in my starship. Is there like a quick transfer? Yes, it's X. So I will also quick transfer the Gek relic. There. And what else can I get rid of that I don't need? Dihydrogen can go in my starship, because that is my starship fuel. Let's put the microprocessor in there, and the tetra cobalt, because I will be selling that when I get to somewhere where I can. So I need to construct a research unit, which requires magnetized ferrite. Okay, so let's put the pure ferrite in there, and begin the process of creating magnetized ferrite. Alrighty. Watch this plant jump out at me now. So, portable refiner. I can actually reach that from quite a long way away. Hopefully, that is enough to construct what I need. Carbon nanotubes, of course, I'm not done. Let's craft some of those. Okay, now I can deploy the construction, the research unit. Oh look, it's already there. Let's hop in the base, and I'm going to plonk it down in this little square next to the base computer where I can't put anything underneath it. So, interact with it. Unit online. Diagnostic suggestion. Users should recover salvage data from buried technology. Equip and utilize an analysis visor. So, research buildable technology. Oh, there's a construction tree for it. That's beautiful. I love it. First thing I want, absolutely, is the base teleportation module, but there's different trees for like all the wooden stuff. This is way better than this interface was last time I saw it. You had a list and you were working your way through it. And you had no idea how this was structured. So I've got metal stuff, concrete stuff, technology, and wooden stuff. That's beautiful. But can't do a lot with it because I don't have the buried technology modules. And we actually saw... So I think it was over here. What are you? A plant of some kind. Gives me carbon. Okay, but I think yes, that it's that we saw earlier when we were running around down here. There's not another one nearby, is there? Nope, definitely that one. Okay, well we're nearly there now. So this is one of the other uses of the terrain manipulator, aside from building the terrain, is to find these buried technology modules. So let me do that. So I got 2 of those salvage data. So that's buildable. What's this? Research structures then? Research structures. It's just more of the same. Okay, well fair enough. I'm going to do a base teleport module, which is now nowhere near as horrible to get the resources for. I remember having to run miles and get a portable refiner to get it all together. So I need to gather. Oh, I need to build the teleport module. All right. Okay. Fair enough. Please don't burst out the ground. I really don't want you to. Okay, so we're halfway there. And there's something attacking. Okay, it's gone away. I need to craft 4 metal platings. I don't think I have 4 metal platings. I don't think I have enough ferrite dust, surely. Well, yeah, I need like way more ferrite dust. Okay, so again, we'll be back once we've got all the required materials. Okay. This is becoming a habit, but I have gotten all the materials that I now require. And I have a horrible feeling this isn't going to fit. Tech, general. No, it's going to fit. Get behind that, but there we go. Oh. It requires power. I need the biofuel reactor. Okay. Buildable technology. Small generator. Burns carbon-based fuel placed in its furnace tank and converts it into usable power. Use electrical wiring. Many parts require power to function. Oh my god. I feel like we're down a different path in... Yes, powering the base now. Explore the planet and expand your base. I think that this... Yeah, I've still got to supply power to the base teleport module. And that creature looks pretty nasty. It's apparently friendly. Ah, this is going to take a long time. Far longer than I intended. But I don't feel that at this stage I have any choice but to continue. But this episode has been on for a while, so we're going to cut off here for the time being. I'm just going to hop in my ship and save, and we shall pick this up in the next episode, where I shall think through what I need, try and gather some of the resources ahead of time rather than making edits, and we will see if we can finally get our teleporter working. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next episode. Bye!